everybody. Good morning. Hello, everyone. You are viewing Gardens of Blessings TV. Welcome from here in Virginia, September 18, 2020. It's around 8:40 here. And good morning to all my Filipino subscribers and viewers. And shout out to my mama there. And Simply Mel's channel. Thank you very much for always supporting me. And who else? And also, thank you for my new subscribers this week. A very blessed day to my Facebook followers and viewers. It is truly a blessed day because you have given me the opportunity to share your time with me. If you are new to my channel, Gardens of Blessings TV is an awareness channel on child anxiety, social and emotional learning, and parent online support group. We are collaborating ideas on how to manage the new normal through distance learning and homeschooling as well. I am inviting you to share your thoughts so we can help each other. If you are interested, please subscribe, click that bell, and just also receive updates. And if you find my video helpful, please like and share so that YouTube will suggest my videos to others. So, all right. Is it the microphone? Yes, this is the microphone. Yes. All right. So, yes. Okay. And we have one thumbs up from Facebook. Okay. So thank you very much for coming into my Brainstorm Live this week. This week we are going to talk about communication. How do we communicate to teachers, and how do we interpret these informations to our learners? Have you ever had a hard time explaining a certain topic to your learners at home? We're going to share ideas about that. And I'm calling out teachers out there, homeschool moms, and to you, my viewers out there who are a little shy to be active in our chat room. You may want to share tips so you could encourage other parents too, like me, especially in these trying times. And thank you for my viewers out there. All right. So, first things first is that I am going to welcome to my community subscribers. All right. We have hi, Shine Max TV. Hello, host. Maganda, good morning. Tamtakdan, salamat. Thank you very much for coming by. So we are doing our welcome to my community subscribers this week. We have Dong, her son, Mix Easy Vlogs, Tasty and Quick Recipes, Jackson Fam, Katutu Adventures, Jenny Vlog 24, Al Martin TV. So those are our new subscribers in our channel. Thank you very much for allowing me to grow with you and to trust to my channel. I hope that you will stay connected and that hindi po kayo magsasawang sumusuporta sa channel na ito, and I really appreciate it a lot. Alright. And also, we are going to move on to our inspiring comment this week. Our inspiring comment this week is coming from Cheer Jam. She said, your videos are the most needed to be shared. New friend here. Thank you for helping educators to teach children at home. As a teacher, I appreciate your big efforts to share things like this. Thank you very much, Cheer Jam, for that very inspiring comment. Thank you very much. Thank you for the thought that the content in my channel are the most needed for this time. And I also thank people or YouTubers who are posting tips on how to develop or how to improve distance learning. I really appreciate those people too, or YouTubers. And I felt like this is the time that we should hold each other's hand for our children, right? And it is an honor to help educators. I am a family of educators. From my mom's side, my mom was a former dean of the graduate school. My aunts and uncles are former professors and teachers as well. And my sisters and brothers are currently teaching. I am a substitute teacher and was a teacher's aide. So I know firsthand the life at school. And I do aspire to be a full-fledged teacher in the future, but my choice right now is to be a full-fledged mother and bring awareness on child anxiety. All right. From Natalie Paran, good day. Thank you for dropping by. Okay, so from Cheer Jam, I am so humbled that you have appreciated my efforts. And to all teachers out there, more than ever, we are all in this together, right? So very, very inspiring. Okay, so we have all right, good day. We have Shine Mix TV and Simply Melch channel, and of course my mama who is coming today and always. Thank you all for supporting me all the time. All right, so now we're going to do our Brainstorm live begins, right? Okay, we have here our Brainstorm live begins. So we will still be having 3 parts as usual. Part 1 is our stress management inventory of the week. We did so well, and very well, or needs improvement, or we just have to let our feelings, our emotion out to lighten up the load we have been carrying from the previous days. And then part 2 is the brainstorm main topic, and part 3 is the planning for the next week. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. So we will have 3 parts of this brainstorming live. And if you notice, I do not really use my green green screen today. Okay, so let me just turn off that music. Okay, we have Shine Mix TV ongoing playing pa hotel now sa UC Suminto kagabi. Di ko na-check kasi nakatulog na ako. Hina kasi ng signal. That's fine. Thank you. I really appreciate it a lot for your support. Okay, so anyway, so every month I always plan possible concepts and important topic na sa aking palagay ay makakatulong sa atin on how to manage distance learning. So this month I'm planning this. Okay, the parents challenges on the distance learning modality series, and I am planning to really keep on going with this until I don't know when, but because this brainstorm weekend live has been helping me a lot to be better, and then to also do some inventory of ourselves and other parents out there, right? So I'll be doing this as far as I can help everybody, right? So I hope that you would continue to support my brainstorm weekend live and my online parent support weekend. Okay, so the first week of September, if you were able to come, we were talking about difficulties of routine, and I feel like we are still doing difficulties of routine in our third week, and I'm hoping, but there are really improvements already for that. And then the second week we were talking about difficulties on teaching lessons on unfamiliar topics, right? Hey, Mama, Erin Moore is in the house. Yes. Woo! Melvin is also there. Yeah. So and then this third week is all about communication. Oops, there's a typo error there. It says communication. So teachers to parents and parents to learners. So we will be talking about how do we communicate, because there are in the business side, since I have more experience in customer service and communication, so I can relate this with communicating to customers. But in this other side, um, we are talking about how to transition, how we communicate with our teachers, and how can we transition, or is that transition, or interpret the information to our children, right? And next week, we will be talking about behavior management, our overwhelmed children. It seems like both the children and the parents are overwhelmed. So we will be talking about that next week. I'm hoping that I will have more time to do research on behaviors and more tips to share. Okay, so those are the topics. So this Brainstorm Live is a parent support weekly live stream, so that we who are in the distance learning can share what we have done good and what are the things that we can improve to make distance learning better for our children and us, right? Okay, so that is our topic for the week. That is communication, teachers to parents and parents to learners, right? So, but before we move on to the main part, let us do our usual um, self-care, right? Self-care means learning to acknowledge your limits, temperaments, and to recognize that you are the expert of taking care of yourself, or for us. So this means that I'm overwhelmed. Yes, you are. We are. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that you are overwhelmed. And parents to parents. Yes, that is true. Communication is a little bit overwhelming too for me, right? Yeah. It's so overwhelmed that I do not like to put on my green screen anymore. I'm tired. Okay. So this is stress management inventory, and I really like doing this every week now, because it kind of, I mean, for me, I'm not sure for my viewers out there, but for me, that we are doing this and we are trying to make inventory of ourselves. It's kind of making us aware on how to improve, when to improve, and it's kind of like that. So I am so happy that we are doing this all the time. Okay, so by the way, I recently found a link on stress management inventory from reachline.com. Okay, and this is the paper. I actually took this because I was so interested in how well I did, how well I manage my stress. Right, so this is, I did answer this, and it says there in the stress management inventory, it says there, how we manage stress is key to a healthy lifestyle. If stress becomes unmanageable, at some point our body goes through a strain, and this breakdown causes various emotional and physical problems. Problems such as constant body aches, decrease in energy, increase anxiety, panic, and depression. So it's nice that we are doing stress management inventory right now. And the thing there, they do highlight certain things that we are actually monitoring every week. And it says here, I have difficulty trying to relax. These are the highest score that I have, because it says from 1, that is rarely true, and 5, usually true. So I have difficulty trying to relax is 4, almost 5. And I have problems staying focused when someone is talking to me. I cannot concentrate. I do not know. I'm so glad that I'm not taking a lot of examination, because I will always be failing. And also the other one here is that I avoid social situation. It's not that I'm withdrawn, but it's just that it's just so hard. It's just overwhelming with other people, or maybe I'm not used of being in front of a lot of people or something like that. So I avoid those are the highest scores that I have. And I often have problems sleeping. I have 5. And then I often feel like running away from everything. Sometimes if I am overwhelmed, I do like that. I'm just being honest, And I have been told that I get stressed out quite easily. So those are my highest scores. And it's funny because with all this highest score, the score index shows that I have 25 to 40. I'm good. I'm actually good because it says 25 to 40 you are good, 41 to 65 average, and 66 to 85 needs improvement, 86 to 100 you are poor. Right? So if you are interested of this one, the link is in the description box of this video. So you can also do inventory on your own, right? So you can check on that one. And they also have 7 steps to effectively manage stress. And we are actually doing the monitoring of what it says. It's the health practices, the being proactive, and how resilient we are. We're trying to monitor that one. And it's also saying it if you need help, there's a number on the website. So if you like to check that one out for viewers out there who wanted to try that one. So it's really nice. I feel like, hey, I'm good. I'm really good. I really thought that I am so stressed out, but with the score that I have, it's so inspiring. Okay, so we are going to move on our stress management inventory. So we have how did I manage my stress this week and why? So for this time, the purpose of this inventory brainstorm is for reality check on how to be aware of ourselves and improve the next week's planning. So, as I've said from my previous brainstorm, we have to take care of ourselves so that we can take good care of our children, right? So now, what are we? How did we rate ourselves today? Okay, so how did I manage my time this week and why? Um, for this week, honestly, I actually have 2. It's so bad because last week I have 3 and 3, and this week I've got 2 with routine. Because of the changes of the routine and the schedule and the to-do list. We have kittens. The homecoming of the kittens causes the changes of certain home routine. Because these kittens, my children Louise and William fell in love with these kittens. They are like stray kittens that are living on the yard of my brother-in-law, and then they fell in love with it, and they would not start their distance learning until they would feed the kitten in the morning and visit the kittens. Although these kittens are being fed because they have the mama there on the yard, and they are actually being fed. It's just that they wanted to go there, just visit there, see the kittens. And then since this week was William's birthday last Wednesday, so we kind of before 2 weeks ago we are actually talking about, okay, we will just adopt this kitten. So that's why I have 2 for the routine in the schedule for for the kittens. Okay, so I am so bad about that. It's like going downhill. Is everybody's routine improving or going downhill around there? Mine is going downhill. I do not know. Is it? Well, we have to accept the fact that there are really uncontrollable situation in our life, right? So sometimes we go downhill. We sometimes, But I mean, I really like that we have these kittens now because it really builds up William's confidence, and he talks well and something like that. Yeah, we have actually 4. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's like congratulations or good luck because I have a lot of babies. This I I don't know, but they are really helping William. William sleeps well. Actually, since our boots came home, like she started to come back in the house, stayed here. William has been really good in dealing with self-regulation. He talks a lot and everything. So I do not care even if it's 6 kittens, for as long as it will help my my child to improve, really, to talk and something like that. And then he has been really good in his writing, because before he would just throw away pencils and markers. But since we have those kittens, it's like he's just really trying his best. It's something like that. Yeah. Okay, don't worry about that, Ma. It's fine. Okay. So that's the thing. I am bad with my routine today. Yes, I am only two. I'm hoping that next week it's going up. I hope that next week it will be at least three. Because it's going to two. Okay, and relaxation. How did I relax this week and why? Okay, I have two this week. I have two. My gosh, and I was checking. I was checking on two, yeah, two this week. That's amazing that the kitty connection, yes, it does help him a lot. I think because since he lost Cooper, 2 years ago, we never get a big dog, because having a big dog is like it's like a lot of time to train, and it's overwhelming. But when he has that kitten, it's kind of like that transfer of something. He just maybe forget about what happened, and then he was just like, he is now talking 4 to 5 to 6 words in a sentence, and really something like that. And he would start to ask letters and words, what is this, what is that. So it's really, I mean, I don't care if it's going to be 8 kittens. I do not mind, for as long as it will help him a lot. And it's also nice because the teacher, William's teacher, and me, we were really talking about how to help him, how to support him. And I just really felt blessed that I have a teacher like her, because she's doing much more than I expected. Yeah. So with relaxation method today, I'm only two. 3 2 2. My goodness, because I do not exercise anymore. I do not have me time, meditate. My gosh, I'm hoping that I'm really trying hard, but hopefully by next week, I will be able to at least three, because I've read that if you are not able to relax, you will get burned out. And then when you easily get burned out, then it's hard to bounce back, something like that. So that's gonna be my goal. And it's nice that I am doing this because Leonie is going to end up with a kitten farm. It's so funny because we were talking about when these kittens is going to be what couple of months old, we are going to neuter and spay them. And then Luis was like, no, I want them to have babies so we can sell them for $1. What? Oh my gosh. It's like, for all those food and time and effort, and you're going to sell it for $1. So that is so funny. Yeah. But it really helps. And in the morning, since we have them today, in the morning it becomes so smooth. And we do our thing. And then Louise became more and more independent, and opening the Chrome, logging in. She knows what you're doing, and she would just only ask me the difficult things, or she'd get confused. And Jeff was able to help her more because she's more independent already. So that's one thing, that something. But hopefully by next week, I went to my favorite greenhouse and bought 3 plants and split them and reported them in no, repotted them into 10 more plants. It made me so happy. I'm 5 this week. Wow. Very good. So that's me time for you. It makes you happy. Yeah. And actually I learned. Hi, Ruby Mix TV. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you very much. And you know, things that makes you happy is not only like the me time, that's something it the things that you have to do, the things that make you happy too, that's also a me time. So congratulations. Congratulations for that one. Wow, wow, you're 5 with that. I'm so poor with relaxation. Relaxation. How about Ruby Mix TV and the others? Did you relax this week? Did you have time to exercise and meditate? Right? Yeah. So we move on to our feelings and emotions. Woo, feelings. How did I manage my feelings? Feelings and emotions this week, and why? With me, my goodness. Good morning, host. Good morning, Mix. Okay. Good morning, Ruby. Ruby Mix TV, good morning very much. Albert Clemens, hello! Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Albert Clemens. Yes, si Albert po, nagla-live streaming na din yan. So I'm hoping that you will visit his live streaming too. Yes. I did visit one time, and then the other one I wasn't able to go into the chat room because my network was cut off, but he is doing live streaming. Okay, so we do feelings and emotion. I needs improvement. I actually tamad ako. Oh, so okay, so feelings and emotion, I did two this week. Yeah. Oh, 10 a.m. Pinas time later. Yeah, okay. So I have two with my feelings and emotion. It's kind of sad because I have three and then got two and two. So it's going downhill, my feelings and emotion. Yes. So it's kind of like this time, maybe because of the coming of the kittens and everything, you get overwhelmed at times, and also there are like delayed from some the internet in the house, so it's kind of, you have a hard time um you know going into the something, the lessons, right? So yeah, I get two. I get I giving into my feelings and my emotion. I'm quite sensitive the last time, so that's it. Okay, so that is for feelings and emotion. I'm only two. So how about the others there? Albert Clemens, how's your emotions and your feelings this week? And Ruby and other people around. Yes. Okay. So, okay. Ruby's TV. Hugot lang alam ko, host. Yeah, hugot lang ang alam mo. Okay, so Erin says, four. There were less meltdown from Harry and myself. Wow. Well, Erin, I think you are doing really, really great job this week because your scores are higher, right? Wow, wow, really good. Mine is like, it's like two. Last week was two, and this week was two. I mean, I do not know. It's stressful. Okay, so we do resiliency. Yeah, resiliency. How did I bounce back from this weekend's challenges? Of course, I get 5. Yes, it's been a great week. Wow. Wow, good for you. It's been a great week for you. Wow. I like that. I'm so happy that you had a great week. Yeah. Yeah, mine is woohoo, something like that. This is a little bit challenging week for me. I do not know. It's just that I don't know. There are really times that even if the surroundings are not. I mean, I know it's not stressful. Everything is doing great, but it's just that I think the plants really help me find my calm. I think so. That is really nice. Yeah. Yeah. Go or choose to do what makes you happy, right? So I think that's it. You probably need to keep on buying plants every week to make you calm. Right? Yeah. I'm still thinking of things that makes me calm aside from yoga. Right? Okay, so me, I still got five this week. I still got five this week from being resilient all the time. I get five, right? So that's it for our um oh sorry, I get lost there. So that's what for our stress management inventory. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to be plant poor. Yeah, yay for your resiliency. Yeah, I think it's just that what happened is every time there's like what we call a stress time. I always think that there's always another day, and things gets better the next day. That's what I always think about, about myself. So yeah, so to bounce back the next day. So part two, distance learning. Right, we are now moving on to our part two, Brainstorm Live. Before anything else, I would like to commend the effort of William's teacher. Okay, this is William's packet. You just imagine. I am so impressed with this packet. I was just during our first what do you call that one, the visitation, the visitation. I told her that I would prefer sheets, just sheets, answering sheets. And we had a lot of snags with the computer and the app programs this week. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's one thing that makes me stress. And Ruby Mix TV, BG na lang kita host. Antok pa ako. Salamat po. Salamat for dropping by. So I told her that I just wanted to have like sheets, for William to answer. But this is what she did. Look at that. There's a lot of things in this packet. I'm so jealous of you over your pocket. Yeah, like this one. Look at that. And then we have I'm hiding this one from him. And then we have arts and crafts. This is from uh uh Tucker Turtle. These are crafts, and you just imagine like this one. Yeah, I'm flexing the packet of my my son. Yeah, look at that. See, it's a lot. This is actually a one month packet, and I was so impressed. It's not only sheets but also crafts and laminated. This is laminated thing. You can write like that. These are laminated. Imagine you laminate all these sheets for practice. And imagine, like, William is not the only one that she's teaching virtually. She's teaching around, I don't know, but I was checking what 17, and now I think it's more than that. I'm not sure, but I was checking on the like those apps, that like those Epic, that there's like other names there that's like more than that. My goodness, she's been doing this, and this is numbers and everything. This, my gosh, I was so impressed. I'm so impressed for this one. And I yes, these are laminated. Yeah, and it's not this. Look at this. There's a lot of these are all laminated from 1 to 10. Just imagine that. These are all laminated. All laminated. And it's a back-to-back activity, all laminated. Yeah. Look at that. And all you have to do is to put that, like that bingo game, and put like that. These are all laminated from his teacher. You just imagine that. Yes. And then what we do is that what we do is she would only send us like in the in the canvas, she would just send us a picture. What are the sheets that you are going to answer today? And like today, she sent us a picture of a sheet about letters and words in this one here. And yeah, this is what we did. And then I only send her pictures of remind about what William is doing. And look at this one. This is a book. See, this is a Hey Diddle Diddle book. Look at that. See, it's not. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm almost crying. I, really, I feel like I'm crying. Like, oh my, she's doing all these things for what, 17 children in the look at this one. Oh, and it's not only this. It's like, oh my, I'm so impressed of her. I'm so I don't know. Words cannot really express how thankful I am. And this is for 1 month. Just imagine that. And then we have 3 virtual classes and assessment at the same time. So we have Monday and Tuesday next week, and then Friday. So like Wednesday and Thursday, it's only us that we are doing. And the nice thing about that is just one student. It's just kind of like tutoring at the same time, because she would spend 25 to 30 minutes per student, and that is to ask the parents, what is your child doing right now, how can we help you with your challenges. It's like, whoo, I'm just so overwhelmed. Like, i I was talking to her today in FaceTime, because our Google Meet is the internet is really slow, and the Google Meet does not really work well, so we do FaceTime instead. And I was like trying to hold my tears, because she has a lot of like, oh, you not really have, but he said, oh, I would suggest you do this, you do that, you do that. And it's kind of like, finally, even if we are still waiting for the therapy of William, there is a teacher that God sent me to help. I'm just kind of like, I'm almost crying when we were talking. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to make it in detail, because I do not like to cry. But it's just, I'm just so happy. Yeah, yeah, that's true. So yeah, why don't always have designated virtual teacher? Yeah, I'm happy. You know what? Louise was um Louise was telling me, I wish I could also see my teacher like William, because Louise was just like on the other door, and then she was like looking at, like, oh, William is talking to his teacher. I wish I have like that too. And she was kind of like, yeah, she is, yeah, she is having sent to me like, oh my gosh, it's like only what, since what, September, first week of September, up to now. And William is holding pen, because she was there telling me, even if, I mean, I did not expect, but I I I know I felt guilty, because I sent her messages in remind like after 3 o'clock, because it's like, well, I'm not expecting for her to answer it, but she would answer my remind at 10 p.m. After that, I did not send her message anymore, because I really felt guilty of disturbing her personal time, really, because I thought that I just send her message tonight, and then she will just read it tomorrow, because of course most teachers are like that. But at 10 o'clock, she responded to me. Oh my gosh, I really felt shy. I mean, I'm not going to do that anymore ever. She would respond to me, even though that, I mean, I don't know. She's just so amazing teacher. And it's like, uh, for all the things that we've been through with William, and there's somebody out there that is is holding on to you, something like that, like, hey, we can do this together, like something like that. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. I'm so overwhelmingly happy with this teacher that she's helping me, especially when this time with COVID, help is so far, and finally there's a teacher, excuse me. There's a teacher out there helping you even at the wee hours, and she knows that it's so hard, even if I'm not telling her. And she was there all the time. We would communicate several times every day, and she would say that, oh, don't let William do this because he might get overwhelmed. And I told him that eventually William will be going to school, so he has to do all these things. And then she would tell me, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that. And really like a mentor, a really mentor. I mean, I'm just so impressed that there she is. She's there. She's there for me for the long time, for the longest time. I have her. And and with this packet and all the communication outside office hours, imagine that. And I really felt happy. I mean, oh, Miss Lincoln, you are heaven sent. I mean, words cannot express how you change everything. Yeah, I salute all the teachers who are like her. She's so amazing, really. It's I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy about what she did. Yeah, it's yeah, I'm overwhelmingly happy. I mean, yeah, I mean, oh my gosh. So I'm just so happy that she did that. And William is improving and doing really good. Oh my gosh, I just can't explain. Yeah, so anyway, so that is how strong communication for teachers, right? Yeah, weekend happiness, right? So that's how strong communications for teachers to parents and parents to learners. And then she told me that next week, since William is overwhelmed and something like that, next week we are going to do our feelings. I have been studying like conscious discipline, something like that. I told her about those kind of thing, and then she told me that we're going to plan things out. She's going to help me plan things, and we're going to apply it. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. That's how nice communication with is. And yeah, I salute those teachers like this because they are changing life. They just don't know that they are changing life. Yeah. And if there are like clarification, like if there are information that is so foreign to me with regards to behavior like children's or something like that, because um she said that she has a lot of children in her kindergarten class that has anxiety, and she's kind of familiar to those responses. And she said, oh, let's do this, let's do that, and it works. It really works. And so, oh my gosh, it's like I have a mentor. I have a mentor in teaching, and I have a therapist at the same time. Imelda Katakutan, Tamsak Don host. Salamat po. Shout out. Shout out to Imelda Katakutan. All right, thank you for coming. Yes, and it's a really nice experience to me with regards to communication, because I think we are like, and it's funny because when I'm sending her all these things that I'm doing, and she said, oh, you're part of the tribe. It's like yeah, I'm part of the tribe. Yes. And it's just so happy. I'm just happy that there is, for the longest time, there's somebody out there reaching out, out of their way, even in the hours. I mean, my gosh, I mean, I'm not going to send her message after that, because I thought that she's not going to respond, but she does. My gosh, I'm Yeah, I'm full of happiness because of her. Yeah, so that's communication. So how do we communicate? Yeah, that's it. We communicate clearly, right? And then we try to clarify things. And then if there is a miscommunication, we need to clarify the gap, right? So that's the goal of the communication, is to fill in and clarify the gap. But the thing is, if the communication is about, you know, the communication is about technology, I do not know how to clarify the gap there. We just have to tolerate it, right? Yeah, so with understanding why there is a gap, we have to tolerate the background, subculture, of course, circumstances right now, personalities, temperament, and age, right? So that is what I learned about communication. I did not expect that I'm gonna be crying today. It's just that I'm happy. I would rather cry because I'm so happy because of her, my teacher. She's my angel. Yeah, I do not know. I cannot imagine myself if say I'm going to put William on the other class. It's, I do not know. I can't imagine myself. I would stay with her. I had I have a very good one. Yes. So how do we communicate to our learners? This one here. Uh-huh. Yes. It is read the objective of the lesson and ask feedback. That's what I learned from the whole process of distance learning. Feedback is really, really important with our kids. I would encourage them to ask questions, right? How do you ask questions? I usually ask the why and the what, and the how. Those are the things that I ask after I read the objective of the lessons to Louise. William is totally different. The setting of how I introduce a lesson to him is totally different than Louise. But Louise has already have a structure. So I I ask her what she understand, and then she would do the feedback. Um, I encourage her to ask questions. I know that there is a lot of confusion in her mind if she would not ask question, because if she is interested, she would ask question over and over again. Why is this? Why is that? Why is this? Why is that? So that is, I'm not sure about the other parents out there and the other teachers, but that's my response. That's what I noticed with my child. She's interested to learn, if she's ready to learn, she would ask questions. And then I would actively listen to my child and to demonstrate active listening. So this is very important that I learned from distance learning. That is active listening. Yeah, this is active listening, because when with us, when we communicate, we listen to respond. But uh, the most important thing of listening is to really understand the meaning of what the child wants to say, because their words are not as really concise as active as an adult, right? So I'm not good at this, but because this is what is needed in the times. So it really is important for us to communicate like that, like when your child is talking to you, by letting them finish their thought and ask them question to engage them further, right? So and then the only thing that is hard is that when I am going to talk back, my child do not pay attention. That is the critical part there. So we are still trying to do that kind of phase. Like I'm trying to actually repeat by using a different words to her, and then when I say something, I'm trying to encourage her to talk back information, something like that. And one thing that I know about communicating to our learners is that we have to be honest to ourselves that I'm having a hard time. I do not understand what pattern is. I do not know how to. Who else have a hard time teaching their children there what is pattern? I tell her, to be honest, I do not know, but I show her that I'm trying my best to look for answers. And it's so funny one time that when if Henry is engaged, he asks nonstop. Yes, that's true. That is true. Yes. That is yeah. Did you learn how to, did you yeah. Did you learn how to ask questions to the science lesson this week? Yes. I didn't. Yeah. That is asking question. Yeah. And after that, I kind of realized that I really have to do this all the time. And there's one thing that I wanted to share to you about distance learning is that I do not really pause like a teacher, because if I pause like as a teacher, I feel like I do not know what to teach next, because they would never tell us what is the next assignment or the next topic. It's on the day. So I am just being there to facilitate it's some kind of like that. So I'll get to more. Actually, since this week, when Louise and I, and Jeff and the kids, we were like thinking about what should be what kind of things that we should be reading tomorrow. It's not learning, but it's like, what are the things that we should be reading tomorrow than than learning, because it's like, the word, the phrase "we are all in this together" is literally true, because the parents and the children are learning together. The words, when I ask, I what is core number? What's core number? I don't know what to say about core number. So I asked Jeff, you're the one who is more logically minded than I am. Can you teach math? Saya-saya ngayon ni host. Yes, I am so happy today. Because of my son's teacher. She made me really really happy today. Yeah. Di kaya noong first time kong pumasok sa LSD. Yeah, I'm just so happy today. Google is our friend. Yes, Google is our friend. That's one of our best friends. Yes, and Luis knows that I do not know anything, because I'm bringing my phone, and it's like, are you going to Google it? Are you going to Google it? Yes, I am going to Google it, because we don't know what is the meaning of this one. Especially when you go to Virtual Virginia, wherein the words are kind of like higher words, and that you have to, excuse me, that you have to translate the words to their level. It's kind of like mind boggling. It would be best if they try to change some words there, that it is easier to understand for the learner, right? Sige, enjoy ka, host dyan. Yes. Yes, that's true. Yes. So that's how we do it this time. And yeah, I'm so happy. Imelda Katakutan, I am so happy, because my son, he has been improving with distance learning, and it is because of the teacher. I mean, I have been waiting for a therapist for a help for child anxiety, and then the answer is the teacher. The teacher did not give up on me, and then she would respond to my message even after the office hours. Imagine that. Yeah. I strongly dislike virtual virgin and floral. because of the words that being used there. It's so hard to understand, really. Yeah. So what happened is I do have early watching you. Hello, hello, Cheryl. Hello. Thank you for dropping by. Okay. It's kind of like that. Ninja ko host, baka nakalimutan mo. Oo nga, kaya nga natatawa ako kasi nalimutan ko. Okay. All right. So that's it. Okay. So that's our experience this time. Yeah. But the thing is, because we've been using that for two weeks now, I suppose. So she's been doing it on her own and something like that. So I kind of getting used to just let her be on her own, and I will just go there. And especially in the afternoon, what we did in the afternoon, we go to the school bus. We go to the school bus and do our afternoon papers there or something like that. So everything, I think, it's still difficult, really. I'm not going to lie that virtual Virginia is difficult, is something. It's just hard for me to follow because instructions are short. But things are improving right now, and then we can smile a little bit, right? And then we try to improvise our own routine, right? And I think it's something to do about tolerance. It's there every day, and then I feel like I don't have any choice but to make things easier and something like that. I do have dictionary.com. Aside from Google, I do have dictionary.com and Google, and I do have Wikipedia just to get everything to let the child understand, interpret it into their own level, something like that. I feel like um if you're a teacher and you're teaching that certain subject, I think virtual Virginia is like bullets for you to guide on how you teach the children or something like that. Yeah, indeed, a teacher is heaven sent. Thank you, Lord. Yes, ma. She is. She's super. And then when she told me that, don't you worry, I am not an expert, but we are going to solve. Your problem is my problem. We're going to learn from each other. I was, my gosh, it's just like, all the prayers and patience, there she is. There she is. She's changing my life and also William's life. She's she's really awesome, something like that. When I easily cried when I'm given, importance and value, and that affection of something that she just, that unconditional love. Yes, it says, yeah, yes. How are we supposed to teach with just bullet points? That's true. That's what makes it difficult. Like, that's why when I'm showing you with this one here. What I did is, I with okay, the statement. This is reading. If you notice, I put in statement and I put a drawing with that one. I am going to do this myself first before I let Louise do it on her own, because I have to check on the words in the dictionary.com, in the Google, and then I'm going to write it down, something like that, and and then I with all this writing, that's what I do. I need to do my research first before I showed it to her. And like where are the things that I did last time, huh? And also that SOL, the SOL, Erin, if you have this, these are the words. If you notice, these are the words that are on the virtual Virginia. And then say with that transfer patterns, then extend, and then those kind of thing. Y- You have to read it every day, this one. And then I'm just trying to mind condition myself that okay, I'm going to be talking about this difficult word. And oh, thesaurus dictionary is very helpful because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you can use in order for your child to understand it. God will always send an angel. She is William St. Michael. Yes, that is true. That is true, Ma. I mean, I'm just so impressed of what she's doing with me and William and everybody. Yeah, that's why I'm flexing all her works. I'm just so happy. So that's how I do it with my thing, and it's so difficult, but um I just have to embrace that I am a learner here, I am not a teacher, because that's true. Yes, it's frustrating having to educate ourselves before we can help our children. Yeah, and that's one thing that I am tolerating right now, because before I'm actually changing I'm actually changing my routine, because before we wake up 7:30, and everything is gonna be ready at 8, because I need to do this, I need to do that. However, with computer and technology, the link's broken, the computer bogged down, and something like that. It needs updating. So what we did, we put all our classes in the afternoon, and all our from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is a really easy day for us. I do not know why. Even if Louise has a difficult assignment today with science and math, but we finish early. But with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, oh my goodness, we are done with our distance learning at 7 o'clock in the evening, or 8. And then Louise, William, our morning greeting and our reading aloud, it's in the night time. It's just like, instead of doing our nightly reading, book reading, it's her teacher's video there in front, and then we are listening to to his teacher reading aloud. So that is our nightly routine, reading aloud. I told her, I told his teacher about it today, and she had a big laugh. It's like, yeah, you are you are our reader in the night time before you sleep. And it was like, oh my gosh, it's the morning meeting, good morning, she would you like that, and it's night time because it's like 8:30. That's what we do, and it works. I don't feel frustrated about it. We just do it as it goes. And I feel like, I'm still doing I feel like I'm still doing homeschooling, and it's more laid back, because I wait everything to be something, and stabilize everything. So I wait for that, and then I started, like, after nakikinig kikinig na lang ako sa iyo, host, kasi gising na si Okay, thank you. Take care. Yeah, she is a model teacher. Amazing. May her tribe multiply 100 times. Yes, I really felt accepted when he said, "Oh, you belong to the tribe." Yeah, because she said that as learners, we are problem solvers as well, something like that. So I was like thinking, when she said that, it's like, okay, so I'm not going to tell myself that I'm going to teach. I was like, I would always tell Louise and William, now I'm trying to changed my words, and I said, "Oh, we are going to learn today." We will learn today something. so so my plan for the week, for the next week actually, is I am actually going to change my mindset. I start changing my mindset last Wednesday when we have the kittens. I don't know. It's just that um this routine will probably change a lot, but if I do not change my mindset about this frustration that we're dealing right now about the system and everything, I will probably have stress all the time. So that's my plan. I'm gonna change my mindset. I'm thinking that I will stay in the mood that I'm still homeschooling. I will be laid back, just like what it was. And I yeah, as I've said, I'll be a learner at the same time, something like that. And improve the self time management. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yes. Walk into this week with a positive mindset. That's true. Yeah, because I do not know I do not know who is going to solve that one, because that that thing probably is something that is new to them. They do not know how to solve it, and it's probably just like COVID. No matter what we do, it will just be there. that that problem with the virtual Virginia. It's like, okay, this is just like it will be there no matter what we do. So we just have to be positive with it. Tolerate what has to be tolerated. Yeah, and yeah, I have to improve the self time management. I need to take time to take care of myself really, and I'm hoping that I will have that kind of thing as we go along, because I think that the routine would eventually be stabilized on its own, I suppose, by October, because the most crucial time of distance learning, I mean, for me, is the first 3 months. The first 3 months, and I'm happy about William's improvement for this distance learning alone. So if with the 3 months with her, and well, I cannot do anything with the technology that we are dealing with second graders or something. So I think it I feel hopeful that everything's gonna be fine after 3 months. Right? Everything's gonna be fine after 3 months. You just have to wait for 3 months. Everything's gonna be fine. It's kind of like that. So, yeah, we are always be hoping for the best, and I feel like I need to be more of a visual planner now. That is, the routine is, I'm not going to be making a routine that will include everybody. It's gonna be more customized for myself, so I will have a me time. I just realized with my schedule here, it's about William, it's about Louise, it's about this, it's about that, but I do not have a me time, and I feel like maybe this time I put I put my me self there. It's kind of like that. I mean, I do not know if everybody had that the same discovery about how 2 weeks of distance learning's been through. Like when they're with their planner, I've been checking my planner. It's always Louise and William and Louise and William, and then something like that. But I do not have I do not have my me time. So maybe that's the reason why with my stress management inventory, I'm going downhill because I do not put myself there with my routine. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm going to improve next week. But next week planning. Yeah. And yeah, it's gonna be hard, but hoping for the best for that one. And difficult lessons and activities for me to teach: math, expressing patterns, transferring core numbers, and self-regulation. Those are the difficult lessons or activities that I am dealing with. But you know, with self-regulation, because William's teacher is my is I have that, oh my gosh, I have a somebody. So that one, that self-regulation, I am hopeful that eventually it will be improving, because she's gonna be there for me. Yes, but with math, as I've said with you, Erin, this afternoon, I was like, you know what, that math is just, it is like something that happened, and then you just have to, tell yourself that this one shall pass. This is just a lesson pattern, and I'm hoping that this one will pass and we will move on to the next one. And if that assign, and it's funny because Jeff and I, we feel like that is our assignment. It's like, I really don't know if, and it's funny because Louise was like, Mom, that's fine with me, I don't care if I, but for as long as I'm, because Louise is just like, she's just kind of confident that everything is fine. But Jeff and I were like talking on each other, like we are doing the assignment ourselves. It's like, I hope that I'm not really sure if we're doing it right, but if this assignment is wrong, well, we'll just have to accept the fact that we failed this assignment. It's like we, and our learner there is like, just like nothing happens at all. Nothing. Yeah, it's amazing how much of a different good teachers and parent communication makes. That's really true. It's really true. It changed lives. And I'm just really feel in awe about those kind of thing, that it happened, and it's unexpected. It's really unexpected that happened to me. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It does. And you just imagine, it's like 2 weeks only, just 2 weeks only, and from William talking for 4 words, and now it's 5, 6. Yeah, for 2 weeks, and he's holding pencil, and it's the pictures. He's just sending me pictures, like something, and you just follow, and she's sending me links. It's pretty easy. And then she would ask me, I want feedbacks. Can you please send me how did you do it, and what are your challenges, so that she can help out, because she had a lot of children in kindergartner who has child anxiety. So she, every time I told her, like, this is the response. I know, I know. Something like that. It was like, oh my gosh, I have a troubleshooter around here. Yeah. Oh, pattern in sentence construction. Remember what Sir Saladaga taught you in his English? Yes, this is the math. The pattern of the math is so difficult. Yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember Sir Saladaga. Shout out to Sir Saladaga. He's my teacher in high school in English. Yes, he's one of the really nicest person in high school days. Yeah, virtual hugs to my precious grandchildren. Yeah, that's true. So those are the difficult activities and the lessons that I encountered this week. So I'm hoping that we are gonna be done with that math pattern and transfer pattern. I'm hoping that we're gonna be done like that, and just move forward with the other lesson. Yes, and easy lessons and activities for me to teach today, this week, is second grade reading and science. Those are very, for me, very actually, it's effective because with those questioning with the science, I learn how feedbacks really works and communication really works with the questioning, right? Like there's a scientific method. You have to transfer that knowledge to some kind of like that, right? So those are easy. And then of course the reading, it's easy for me to teach reading because although when I was growing up I do not like to read, but eventually I fell in love with reading. It's reading is a necessity. Yeah, it's a necessity. Reading is a necessity for me. Yeah. So and okay, so we are tips to other parents who have difficulties this week. What are the tips? What are the tips to parents that has difficulties this week? Notice improvements and be hopeful. Yeah, science was great this week. Yeah, it was really great because it's practical. It's something to do with questioning and the how and the why, some kind of like that. It's really nice. I like the science. Yeah, I like the science. Yeah. So yeah, tips of other parents who have difficulties this week. It's notice improvements and be hopeful. Yes. Yes, teacher makes a difference in one's life. That's really true. Yeah, really, really true. Yeah, and then this today I just decided to, to notice the very nice things that happened this week, and just, put aside those internet connection, put aside those glitches of the link, because I think it's gonna be normal. I just have to, the improvement. I noticed the improvement. Louise is more independent with her Google Chrome, and then William can grip pencil and try to trace and something like that. Yeah, so that is the good improvement this week. And I'm hoping, and you parents out there too, that you keep on noticing improvements and be hopeful all the time, because these are, the first 2 or 3 months are the storm, and then we can weather it things out, and everything's gonna be fine. Even if it's not totally fine, but everything's gonna be fine. We'll be floating together. Yeah. Oh yeah, I made sure to congratulate Henry on all his improvement this week. Yes, that's true. I was thinking, Erin, if maybe next week I'm going to add like improvement board in the house, right? What do you think about that? Would that be very nice to put on achievement of the week, right? I think I'm gonna do that, achievement of the week. I'm gonna write it down because I might forget. Yeah, I'm going to put on achievement, and then I'm going to show what did I do with the achievement of the week board, right? And in that's gonna be like subject, like, what are the things really nice. Yeah, that's a really nice idea that I'm thinking about, because you said, yeah. I'm going to try that one. And I like that you say that you made sure to congratulate Henry, because you encouraged me to do a congratulatory board or achievement board, right? That's what I really like with Brainstorm Live, because we are sharing ideas by just talking and sharing our frustration, lighten up the load that we have experienced, right? So I just really like this what I'm doing. Really, I really like this one. And we move on to the inspirational thoughts. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. Yeah, that's true, because 70% of part of the, yeah, 70% of communication is non-verbal. So we should be mindful of the things that are not said, right? That is from Peter Drucker. Yes. And motivational tips. Notice the things that are not spoken. These resonate stronger than words. Oh, that is original, huh? By Gardens of Blessings TV. Yeah, that's my original motivational tips. And I feel like it becomes like, inspirational thoughts too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that is our motivational tips this week, right? Yes. So yeah, that is. So when you find peace, happiness begins, and blessings start to win one's heart. So I think that is our yeah, we are actually done for our Brainstorm Live, and I am really, really happy that you are here with me. Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much for coming. Yes. And thank you for Irene, for my mama, for all the people who came, and for Imelda Katakutan from Rosalinda Nasino, my sister, my online sister, and from Melvin and Ruby Mix, Albert Clemens. Thank you very much for dropping by. And yeah, yeah, thank you.